Spectacular. Oh. Oh. I know. You have to read tons of pages every week in order to write an essay. I'm here to help you with that. We'll develop some fast reading skills, which is not actually reading, but more searching for information. You'll see, there is nothing easier than that. Let's get started. So before we proceed to actual reading, let's talk a little bit about your research question. Your research question is the topic of your essay. This is something that you will investigate. Say you study philosophy or religion and you have a topic, was the first human being androgynous? It's not an actual topic, I just made it up. So the idea is to read everything you need to read for this essay, bearing in mind this research question, was the first human being androgynous? In this case, you're not actually reading your articles, but you're searching for information. That's the first tip. Let's move on to the next one. So, if for instance you have 3 or 4 articles to read for your essay and only a couple of hours to create your entire piece, you may start with abstract. An abstract is a brief description of the main argument of the article. They usually placed either before the article and sometimes they placed after in rare cases. The abstract will give you a general idea of what article is about. You may actually summarize it in your own words in your essay, but never copy the abstract in itself, because your professor will easily recognize it and you'll lose marks. Right, so that's for the abstracts. Let's talk a little bit about the structure of an article. If you're familiar with a common structure of every article, it actually helps you to get through it more or less quicker. Every article has an introduction, the main text, and a conclusion. Sometimes, if you're in a hurry, it's good to skip the main text and read the introduction and the conclusion first. If you get the general idea of an article just from these 2 parts, good for you. You probably will manage without actually reading the main text at all. Another good tip to remember: every good article has the last paragraph of the introduction dedicated to the structure of and the main text of the article. This description helps you to navigate through the article. Now you know where to find the information you're looking for. It may happen that an introduction and a conclusion suck. The introduction doesn't give you a clue about the ideas of the main text, and the conclusion doesn't conclude anything. There are 2 methods how to improve the situation. First, to read the main text, paying attention first of all to the first sentences of each paragraph. To read your text, paying attention to the first sentences of each paragraph, so-called topic sentences. They should give you an impression of what the paragraph is about. Also read the last sentence of each paragraph. This should be a conclusion of what paragraph says. If you tried it and it doesn't work, the topic sentence doesn't say you anything in particular, and the last sentence doesn't conclude anything, so we go to the hardcore method. Most likely you are reading from your laptop, and it may happen that the PDF of your article is searchable. You can then try to search for the keywords from your topic. Say you have this strange topic, was the first human being androgynous? You can then split them into 2 keywords, human and androgynous. Surely you should find them in your articles. Then you found the places where these words are used, just read around them. Do not read the entire text, but read only those paragraphs that contain your keywords. After this, you have all rights to come to your professor and just honestly tell him or her that those articles that they gave you are shitty. They are poorly written and vague. Do you know what is the real pain in the neck, pain in the ass, and the pain of my existence? Book chapters! They are really less structured than the articles. They have a rather vague introduction and little of conclusion. There are two ways how to deal with book chapters. Most likely you won't have that precious searchable PDF for the book chapters, and that's the scans that your professor will give you. So you can't make an automatic search and you have to search everything yourself. Here you can try the topic sentence method. Skim through your text, reading only topic sentences and the last sentences of each paragraph. I know! The book chapters may be so poorly written that the topic sentence doesn't make sense without reading the entire paragraph. In this case, you may try to search your text manually, so to speak. I mean, only with your eyeballs, looking for the keywords in the text. This will save you time anyway. In case you were lucky to have a book, like a physical book, at your disposal and not that ugly unsearchable PDF, you may try to search for keywords via indices. Via, is this the right word? Through indices. But what are these indices? Usually there are several indices at the end of the book. There are indices of subjects, places, names. The index of subject is usually called the general index. They are navigators. They show on which page a certain keyword is mentioned. So what we usually do with the indices is just to look for the actually subject that we need. We need the word androgynous according to our topic. And then we go to the page 83 to have a look on what exactly it may say about the androgynity. Okay, so I'll find the paragraph where that word actually mentioned over here. So the first man as androgynous, it's certainly somewhere from the Jewish traditions. And basically we read only this paragraph. We don't need to read the entire page to know about the androgynous thingy. Now just summarize the information that you found through indices. Write it down in your own words. Do not copy the text of the book. This is all for today. Hope this video was helpful. Next time we'll speak about how to plan and write your actual essay. See ya! It seems it actually became a little greener? I don't understand. Oh. Spectacular. Oh. Book chapters. Book chapters. It's better to skip the first. Oh, where is it? Okay.